What's up, everybody? Sewer Badger here with a cast from the KSL, and this time we're doing things a little different. We are going to be casting from a replay here, and this is a PvP between this man up here in the top upper right hand of Royal Blood, not Dragon Scales, Royal Blood, similar color scheme. It is Dragon Kaiser Gaming's Hero, and down here in the bottom left, strong protoss player, it is Firefly, representing SSLT. There are some things in life that you never thought you would ever expect to see. But for Hero to not be the one proxy, that is a surprise. Now I'm thinking it's going to be a proxy Dark Templar, or proxy DT Shrine, and what is Hero going to scout? He's going to scout that there isn't yet a second pylon, so he's going to start suspecting a proxy. Of course, Hero, known as the Smiling Assassin, one of the best protoss players in the world. He operates always with full information. Because, my god, what these pros can pull out of just nothing is absolutely insane. Now, as it stands, Firefly is incredibly strong. Having taken games off some of the top tier players, I don't quite remember their names, but I know that they were strong and that Firefly was the one catching them off guard. Hero's going to try to block off those probe from being able to escape. It's going to cancel the shield battery, which is not going to really matter for that probe though, as it is going to go down to the sentry. Hero's probe on the return. Natural coming down for Firefly, and it seems that as though it's just stabilizing a stable start for both players. Stalker Sentry patterns a double Stalker triple Sentry coming out for Hero. Meanwhile, it's a where's that other Stalker for Firefly? I thought he started two. No, it must have just started one, and he's going to be going triple Sentry first, meaning that Hero is going to just have a strong advantage here with more Stalkers. I'm not sure that's really... He just has more units, and this pressure could end up doing more damage than it would have if it had been a mirrored opening. The army supply heavily favoring Hero, but Firefly is up in the economy. So if he manages to hold this, he could pull potentially a little bit ahead, but not really enough to matter in the long run. It's only a 3-worker separation between the two players. And we're going to be seeing the opening salvos of this series. Already proxy pylon going down for reinforcement as it gets cancelled. Interesting. More units coming across for Hero. I don't think, unless he manages to pull a fast one over Hero, I don't think our underdog heroine is underdog heroine. That just no, never mind. Never saying that again. Our underdog hero of this story is gonna have much longer, and he's gonna cancel the shield battery, folks. I don't think this bodes well for either player. That bodes well for. Oh, he's gonna get some really good shield some really good force fields off, but these adepts are gonna come in. They're gonna get kills. And once those force fields go down, it's Hero on the aggression. He's going to force field those two Stalkers. He's going to be able to separate. They're going to prevent Firefly from being able to get a full concave. And he's going to do it again. He's going to trap another Stalker already on the ropes. Firefly is struggling to hold on to each bit of territory he has in his own natural. But a recall from Hero is going to be able to save most of these. He's going to get two sentries, but he's not going to be able to get more out of that. And this series is starting off with a bang. Firefly able to defend Hero's aggression. It's going to move out onto the map. Going to probably try to get some pressure done. Having a stalker advantage? No, Hero still maintains a sufficient stalker advantage. Already an immortal coming out, meaning that these stalkers are not going to be able to get as much damage as they've done on across the map, and a recall comes down to defend against these two adepts of Hero. But they're not before these two adepts get 5 worker kills, and it's going to be Hero pulling ahead in the worker lead with 6 workers. Already this series is not looking good for Firefly, but this Proxy Pylon is still out here. I'm wondering what he's going to do with it. I was expecting some sort of Dark Shrine, but I'm not sure what he planned to do with it. Maybe it's going to be a forward reinforcement point for when he takes his third, but I don't know. Already, Hero going to be shading in towards the third. He's going to be scouting for it. He's going to see that it is in fact a third coming down for Firefly. Firefly looking to do a similar thing to Hero that Hero was going to do to him, but there's just too much Hero here for Firefly to be able to take full advantage of. Already blink being done for both players. It is going to be a... oh, no, it's just for Hero, or just for Firefly. It'll give him an advantage in mobility for a short time while Hero doesn't have it. But this pylon is going to be able to forward reinforce if Firefly just decides to go across the map. A Warp Prism going to also be able to reinforce Firefly's attack on the other side of the map. But the supply favors Hero by about 6, which isn't much in the short run, but when you're going up against someone who can make Stalkers last a lifetime, or the lifetime of your Zerglings, it can be, it's unstoppable force means unwieldy wall. As Firefly here comes in again, comes in for a pressure, but he's going to get pushed back by these 3 immortals. Already back home, Firefly dropping Forge, getting charged. He's going to be going for more, going for an observer. Maybe perhaps going to try to get a go for behind this, but this probe is going to scout any intentions that way. 6 workers going down for on Hero side, but it appears there's an adept drop that gets another worker. This is already turning into a lead again for Firefly and the workers, but still the army is not going to... This favors them by just 1. It's going to snatch up a Stalker, going to blink out of there. These 3 Immortals are going to be very formidable force against all these Stalkers. Of course, these Stalkers with sufficient focus fire could take down these Immortals, but it isn't that is not a fight that you would particularly find to be favorable. 10 more workers go down on Hero side of the map. But the army supplies again favoring Hero. It looks to be going for a counter aggression on the other side of the map until these Stalkers forced him to pull back. 4 Immortals definitely enough to deal with these Stalkers, and Stalkers are also very weak against charge lots. But if you get them into a good enough position, they can do very well. However, I don't think that Hero's going to let him get into a good position with these Stalkers. So it looks like he's going to be trying to defend aggression on this side of his base, but he isn't expecting the aggression down the middle here, heading straight towards his natural. Another Immortal on the way for him, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get it out. As soon as he sees this, he's going to be pulling over here. With this army on the other side of the map, he's going to try to recall over to this, recall to the third, and Hero just not stopping the aggression. He's going to take out that super battery, going to take out that Archon, but with an aggressive blink forward, it's going to be a GG from Firefly, who loses much of what he had. But I'm curious, what did he have left? 4 Immortals, well, 1 Immortal on Firefly's side, and more units just for Hero coming in from this Warp Prism, and you get to see that the even more units are running into his natural, killing his production. 12 probes were going down after Firefly GG'd. Firefly, holding on as much as he could, just was overwhelmed by Hero's sheer ability to just overwhelm. But looking at how this game was set up, though, it was a very back and forth with Hero and Firefly losing a lot of workers to adepts. Already a 4th base planned for Firefly before Hero walked in. Meanwhile, it's just 3 base for Hero. Very well played by both players, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one.